Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about Temporal Blast, which is a new mod that you can get dropped from the portal. It reads, this weapon stores a portion of its damage dealt into charges. At 5 charges, the weapon's next shot creates an explosive blast on impact that damages nearby combatants. I've did some testing in this and it's very strong, very strong. So I'm doing 17 damage per bullet on my primary here. It takes a wee while for primaries to charge it up, but it was 558 damage when it went off on a primary weapon, when I'm doing 17 damage with one bullet. And the amazing thing about this is it can be enhanced as well. So I've got Mercury A, so I've got enhanced Temporal Blast on it. I've also got Kinetic Tremors and Attrition Orbs. Brilliant roll by the way. But just look how quickly I can charge this up. So times 2 with 2 hits. And then Kinetic Tremors also gives me 2 hits. And then it's 569 damage. So that's double a crit on Carol. Just for using the thing for free. Kinetic Tremors charges it up as well, and you get an orb. And this is just on a primary weapon. It gets even spicier when you start looking at special weapons and heavy weapons. Every kind of primary charges it up at a different rate, so if I quickly put on a sidearm here, the rate of fire has got a big thing, so that's times 3 with 1 mag. So every 2 mags you're getting it with a sidearm. Now I think it was every 2.5 you're getting it with an SMG. So depending on the rate of fire, the Temporal Blast charges will stack up quicker. But that was 527 damage Temporal Blast was doing there, so I think it ties in with the impact stat as well. The harder your weapon hits, the more damage Temporal Blast will do. If we look at how quickly each primary charges up as well, so I've got a 720 auto rifle here. I'll pop on the mod. You can see it's about two mags on average to get Temporal Blast up, and it does about 400 damage with the 720 auto rifle. So for primaries, 2 to 3 mags will get it charged up, and it does from 400 to about 550 depending on the impact stat. Now to look at some spicy stuff, let's see what Mint Retrograde can do. Just get some ammo here. So every shot charges a stack of Temporal Blast. Every single shot. And it does 421 damage for a Temporal Blast. And that's with Elemental Honing on it as well. Damage perks increase the damage of a Temporal Blast. So it just increases the usefulness of things like Mint Retrograde, which you would use to burst down a major. If you're in Mythic difficulty especially, Temporal Blast just adds so much free damage for using it. If you look at the Sniper's Shoreline Dissident, every shot charges a stack and you're getting 572 damage per blast at base. Now we move on to the Sword, Aurora Dawn. A heavy attack will get you 3 charges, a light attack will get you 1, and you do an extra 358 per Temporal Blast. So for every 5 light attacks you're essentially getting 1 extra light attack for free just by equipping this mod. It's just free damage across the board. It's absolutely fantastic. Then of course if you use your heavy attack every time that it's up, you'll just add more Temporal Blasts and just add more damage. Now if we look at the LMG Ulterior Observation, the little origin shaped rocket will actually get you 2 charges, but you can see for the LMG, Temporal Blast charges actually stack really quickly, and then for each Temporal Blast you're getting 690 extra damage. That's like 10 bullets worth of LMG ammo you're getting for free every time this procs. Then if we take a look at Boomslang, the Adaptive Linear Fusion Rifle, every 2 bursts you're getting a Temporal Blast charge, and it does 553 extra damage. So for every 2 bursts you're essentially getting a free hit for absolutely nothing. Just quickly, any support you can show in the video would be greatly appreciated. I want a big push just now for 1,000 subscribers, so anything you can do to help would be extremely nice of you. Thanks very much, love you lots, cheers. And I've saved the best for last, so this is pure recollection. The double burst shotgun you can get from Crucible Ops. I've got it with high impact reserves in bait and switch, and just look at the damage this thing can put out with Temporal Blast. So that was 1113 damage per blast when I procced bait and switch. So that's double the amount of every other single Temporal Blast we've seen. This thing is an absolute monster. Also, it can roll with Envy's Arsenal, so it would make it great for damage rotations. So you could have bait and switch in Envy's Arsenal, and with Temporal Blast, the amount of damage you'll do is phenomenal. I've got 12 bullets in the mag, so that equates to 6 shots essentially, but we're proccing Temporal Blast twice with this. Each bullet does about 550 damage, the Temporal Blast does 1113 damage, so we're essentially getting 2 extra shots for 3 worth of damage. Over the course of the mag, that equates to about a 15% damage buff for just using this mod. That's crazy. For just using a mod, you're getting 15% extra damage. Absolute crazy. So once you get this mod to drop from the portal, you can equip it on any weapon that was introduced into Edge of Fate. I would use this on as many guns as you want, to be honest with you. It's free damage at the end of the day, and that's only a good thing. But my top 3 picks, at number 3, I would say would be Boomslang. The amount of damage you can just stack up over the course of a mag, and if you can proc Face Stinger as well, which should refill your mag, you'll just add so much damage into its ammo reserves. Number 2 would be Mint Retrograde. For every 2 bursts of Mint Retrograde, you're getting that Temporal Blast activated. Throw on a damage perk like One For All or Elemental Honing, and that Temporal Blast will just do even more damage. It will truly become the best major buster in the game. And my number 1 would be Pure Recollection, just for the amount of damage that thing puts out is absolutely crazy. Keep an eye out for that Envy's Arsenal bait and switch roll, and you've got yourself an absolute boss melter on your hands. Great for damage rotations, and great for total damage as well. But that's it. Hopefully you found this video useful, and hopefully I've convinced you to start running Temporal Blast on your weapons in Edge of Fate. If you liked the video, as I said previously, any support you could show would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, thanks for your time as always, I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you soon for more Destiny 2 content. All the best, cheers.